What's good, everybody? It's your girl Jakayla A, and I'm back with another video on this cute look. So I had a new client come in today. She never came in with me before. Talk about anxiety, baby. But she wanted these nails from an inspo pic she saw on Amazon or wherever she got it from. But that screenshot was definitely looking like Amazon. But she was like, "Can you do these?" And I was like, "Sure." Okay, I was so excited. I have not done the really long duck nails on anybody but myself. I didn't bring the sides in too much. She didn't want to do that. And I also did not put the moon curve at the tip. She also didn't want to do that. She wanted to keep it as close to the picture as she could. I do believe the picture was a little bit more flared than my nail tips are. Mine are a little bit more narrow. But me personally, I do prefer that look for the long duck nails. And I got these tips off of either Amazon or Shein. They are on both. So that's my primer and my dehydrator. I'm pulling out my black because basically after I've already prepped the area, applied the tips and blended the tip, I'm going to go in and do my tiger stripes on top of my tip before I've added any primer, dehydrator, anything. No product needs to be on. And you don't have to put down a base coat first. Just go in right on top of that blended tip with your line work, and then you're going to cure that for 30 seconds. It really shouldn't take 60. It's literally just black lines. The next step is very important. Before application, you want to put a top coat or a base coat over the black lines. Monomer will eat up the polish. It will start to smear and your design won't be very clean and cute. I chose top coat because this is a glass nail, somewhat of a glass nail. It's a design on top of it, but it's giving glass nail. So I wanted the base to be really clear, as clear as I could get it, okay? Crystal. Then you cure that for another 30 seconds. I'm using Glimmerous Nude as a base. I do have glow powder in my base, and yeah, I just do that because my clients always request it and I forget, so I just went ahead and made the whole entire container glow. And I put down my dehydrator, which is Young Nail Swipe, and then my primer is No Lift Nail Primer. It's just in a protein bond bottle. Also, you do not need dehydrated. It's a very personal choice. As long as you have properly prepped the nail and it is a very dry, rough surface, they can easily hold a primer, and then your adhesion can be very clean. You also could just use alcohol, literally. When I run out of this big ass bottle of Swipe, I will not be repurchasing it. I've had it for years and I would not be repurchasing it. I would just be buying a very high percentage of alcohol. Anyways, back to what we doing. I feel like Glimmerous Nude is the perfect nude to do an ombre with. It has just enough pigment without being a dark nude, and it is very complementary to a lot of skin tones. So that's me as far as powders go. I like to use one on everybody. That way it makes feels really easy. If people request, cool, you could definitely get a pinky one. You definitely can get a more sheer one. I have no problem with that. But I think using one really just helps me a lot. So I went ahead and I blended it and ombreed it. When you do an ombre, it's really all about ratio. Your bead cannot be too wet. Then again, it cannot be too stiff. It's all about practice and it's all about ratio. After I did my ombre, I went in with a clear bead right after, and I went ahead and capped over top of my tiger print design. So when I do my filing, I'm good to go. And of course, with anything that we are doing as far as glass nails, you have to cap that in clear. That's the only way to get the structure for the nail and to also have it still be see-through. So this nail was the nail in the picture that had a charm. It was a lip charm, and it had surrounding random scatter of bling, but she did not like that because I did not have the lip charm, and she didn't actually want to switch to any of the ones I had. So she saw my Bling French nails just sitting on the desk, some that I did for myself, and she was like, these are really cute. I want a nail like that. And so I was like, okay, girl, let's do it. We're gonna give you a nail like that. So we just did a Bling French, and we also added some pink flowers just to bring the pink back into the design. But yes, from here on out, it's just application of ombre and capping the rest of the nails.
Everybody's like he's no item. Please don't like him. He don't wife him. He one item. I never listen, no. I should've figured though. All that shit you was spitting so unoriginal. But it was you, so I was with it. Then to tell you the truth, wish we never did it.
As always, I only keep in one hand of application just so we don't have a long video. This is the only hand filing that I did for the free edge. I never hit the sides with a hand file for duck nails. It will distort the shape. You never want to do nothing but the free edge and the top. I did go back and do the top. So you saw me do the free edge just to crispy it up because like I said, she did not want that moon cut at the tip. She wanted the very flat, crispy line at the tip, real Y2K. And I went in with my large barrel bit. It is a diamond bit. And I went in and I'm like really leveling the surface, but I'm also getting the sides. This is where getting the sides come in at. I'm not going to use my regular emery board file, hand file, but I'm going to go in with my e-file and make sure that I carve them out really nice and make sure that if any product is underneath, I remove that as well. And still the cuticles. I do have a 5-in-1 bit in my little bit pack. Like when I pre-clean all of my implements, I do have 5-in-1s available, but to be honest, I don't even use them. Between a straight cuticle bit, a sanding band mandrel bit, and this barrel bit, these are the only 3 bits I use on every client unless they're getting a feel. And then I use a very coarse domed carbide bit to break the product down that I got from Pana. If I'm having any stalling, we was watching the game. You know that's a messy old TV show. So yeah, I did that on every single nail.
keep focused on. Taking trips, come back at 6, wake me and your child, and then won't lay today. Make me wonder who you might have been playing with. Makes me wonder who you think you're playing with. I'm just telling myself to keep playing this record back over and over again. Swear that you changed, but I noticed the end. I want you on the scene. Think you know your girl is so funny to me. That's why you didn't got left by one this time. Got tired of your shit, you almost your mind. Long say, call your name. You'll continue to try to play these games. Leave your family in the cold rain. And I don't think you'll ever change your ways. Cause a house is not a home where no one's there. So alone, no one's there. Should I move on since no one's here? You know what you got is good, that's why you refuse to let me walk out your life. You refuse to match up with my vibe. You keep wasting my time, you keep wasting my time.
Cozy.
After I was done with my e-file, I just felt like I could go back and really crispy up that top, make sure it's completely level. So I did hit all of the nails very quickly with the hand file just over the top, just to make sure I got the cleanest surface possible. I've been loving this technique that I saw Nuni Torres do or talk about, where you put cuticle oil, just drop a little bit on the cuticle area and on the nail, let it soak in as much as the skin needs at the time. Then you go in and buff the cuticle oil in, and then have them wash their hands after this. And I've been using Dawn dish soap, so it really breaks the oil down and gets the hair completely clean, and I've been loving it. So these are the flowers that I said that she wanted, just to tie the pink back in since we didn't have a pink charm. And then I used scattered method for the bling to do the French. I do have this big box of bling, whether some bling fell or whether it was smaller packs or whether it was my bulk packs, and I ended up mixing it together. Y'all about to see. But over the years, I've accumulated this large thing of bling, and I've just been using from it. Okay, I'm dedicated to use this before I open anything else, and this is going to take me a long time to use. So I just pulled out everything I needed, and the footage cut off, but I'm gonna walk you through it a little bit. I used the Savvyland liner brush, this really pretty silver, to line out my French, and then I used this Disco Dreamer to fill it in, so I did have a base, and that's a very good combination. This is what the base looked like. And now I'm going in on top of Macart Rhinestone Gel, and I am using the smallest stones that I can to do my smile line, and then I go and fill it in scatter method just based on whatever I could fit in the space that's needed. That's the one thing about, the good thing about Scatter Method and about having all my bling of all different sizes. I'm talking SS3 to SS20 is in this pack. So it's all just random, and that could be annoying. But in this case, for like junk and bling and stuff like that I do a lot, it works out for me because I could just visualize what could fit in that spot and put it right there. So I went ahead and did my smile line, like I said. And then after you do your smile line, put your biggest pieces. If it's shapes, if it's charms, put the biggest thing. It's going to eat up so much of the space immediately. And then from there on, all you have to do is just fill in the little gaps. And then cure that for 60 seconds.
Home invasion was persuasive. From 9 to 5, I know it's vacant, you bitch. Dreams of living life like rappers do. Back when condom rappers wasn't cool. I fucked Shireen and went to tell my bros. Then Usher Raymond let it burn came on. Hot sauce all that nighttime rhyming, you bitch. Park the car, then we start rhyming, you bitch. The only thing we had to free our mind.
It was one on each hand, and I got that done. Now we're top coating, and really the set is done. It was such a simple one. Make sure you get the whole top, of course, duh. But when you're doing glass nails or anything glass nail adjacent with a clear tip, you have to get the bottom. It transformed the whole look once I got the bottom. Look, period, T. I love how these came out. She was gagged. She loved them too. And thank y'all for watching. Bye.